in several different little ways. I mean, it's cheating, but it's, you know, it's cheating like picking up money off the ground or something. Sorry, I'm hoping none of these coughs get caught on the mic. I'm trying to grab it when I cough. Okay, just to check. Okay, we've brought the golden claw back. We become unbound. Yeah, we'll decide, chat. See, the problem is, folks, that I can't quite decide on the Civil War here. For the record, and just for the record, Civil War in the actual U.S. standards, I'm purely Team North. I mean, yeah, we needed a better system, and yeah, they basically didn't do the Reconstruction at all, which is what led to what we have today, and neo-Nazis and Trumpers and bullshit. But I mean, come on, guys, the argument in the Civil War basically boiled down to, hey, is it cool to own people? And clearly the U.S. was divided on that choice of, well, yeah, it's okay for me, a white southern farm owner, to own me some people, because how else will I get the property, my farm property? You can't be expecting my little white delicate children to go out there, and there's only so many Irishmen, and we sent all the Chinese to do the railroads. Whatever should we do? You expect us to work? Why not? We'll just kidnap a whole bunch of people from a different continent. And the North was like, hey, maybe just incentivize them and pay them. I mean, that's what we did. We waited for a part of the world to hit a famine and desperately need help. And then we benefited and exploited that. Just do that, you know? Kids, I am on this, and I do not want to have to deal with y'all's fighting. Please do not fight. I can hear the prelude to a fight happening. I hear a fight. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta deal with this. Hey, asshole! Break it up, now! Y'all good? Did idiot and dumbass remember your brother? Cut out your stupid shit. Chief-Boo, I do not need assistance in breaking up the fight. You unplug shit because you're being a fucking dipshit. Quit being a fucking dipshit. Now, why do y'all always act like this when I put on the fucking glowy headset? I'm trying to fucking record. You bunch of cunts, is it not enough to give you 8 hours a day? Is the 4 to 6 hours you get on the work days and the 8 hours on the days off not enough? I can't have an hour to record stream without y'all pulling cords? Ben, quit looking so guilty. It ain't you this time. Ain't got nothing to do with you, Big Bubba. You did nothing wrong. Now, I'm gonna go back to recording. Behave. You two behave or I'm taking you nuts. Hi, y'all. Terribly sorry about that break. That was quite unfortunate, and unfortunately a part of having multiple pets, it seems sometimes. The boys were fighting. Basically, my older male, Mako, liked to try to put my one-eyed baby, Ronan, in his place. The problem is, Ronan ain't a kitten anymore, and he realized, old man, I ain't got to listen to you. And, quite frankly, I'm just tired of both of them being assholes to each other. It's very exhausting to get home from work, my feet sore, swollen up from walking home, or sometimes not if I get a ride. To sit down and try to do this, or try to take care of them some other way, and just out of nowhere it starts with the and you hear it and you catch it and you're like, hey son, let's not do this. Let's not do this thing you're doing right now in front of me. Please can we not? And then it starts into the fighting. And you almost just want to take them both, put them back to back where they can't actually reach each other, and just let them go to town and exhaust themselves. But all that goes through my head is, you know, what if? What if I put them in the vest and it works out, but then one of the two can get to the other one? That'd be horrible and unspeakable. So I clean up the mess, and when they get to fighting, I give them a bigger enemy than either one of them can handle. That being said, if anyone wants a sweet, smooth-brained cat, he will cry relentlessly for at least a week, but then he'll adjust to you and you'll have your bestest friend ever. I only say this because, yes, Mako being the aggressive, I did try to adopt him out to a coworker once, but they were not very effective rescuers. Also, admittedly, he wasn't a very good rescuer. If you adopt this boy, it will... I think I'm going in the wrong direction. I need to go into the city. If you adopt... Oh, boo. No, kids, part of this is going to be an old man bitches at clouds, but back in my day, we didn't need all this survival nonsense for Skyrim. We just played our glitchy game and watched
hit by a dragon.
Lydia fuse into the ground. I haven't met her yet, kept me some slack in this one. This is another new game, and this time, with this character, we will be beating the entire game.
I can handle.
Or at least going until the game crashes. Thank you, Bethesda. But no. It's a profoundly silly and strange time to be alive, folks. Man, I can't even right now.
I'm getting out of here.
You're getting out of here, why? Oh.
Should be good.
See, I hate this animation, because they fixed it. Typically, that thing dies so fast you don't get a chance to help. Like that.
Must have scared him off. You
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Ha! Glory. And as companions? An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Hot take here.
Not for me to say.
Because I realize, and I've heard people that are big fans of the Companions that are like, oh, they're like samurai or wandering warriors. They're badasses. It's like,
if you go to
they
him,
just come across as assholes to me.
I'm here to help.
I mean, they come across as a big old group of assholes. Like, not the biker bar with dads. It's just, you know, I'm here to get away from the wife and kids and take a few minutes to sit in my leathers and pretend to be bad. Not that. That I can accept. That's just, you know, that is the socially acceptable boys being boys kind of thing. You're sitting there dressed up in your little outfit, drinking your little drinks and pretending like, well, I could have been a Hell's Angel, but instead I decided to go into marketing. It's one of those, it's fine, let them have it. But if you're one of these, well, I might just work at the factory, but damn it, I should have been an MMA fighter, a pro footballer, I should have been this, I should have been that. But instead of taking care of my kids or my wife, I'm going to go ahead and buy this box of alcohol, or go buy all these drinks and make my problem the world's problem. Can you tell I don't go to bars very frequently? These are stereotypes from like early 90s. I truthfully hope these people have all fixed their problems. Because I can go back and watch, I have not seen the new Roadhouse. It's on my list. I will eventually see it. It's not that I don't want to see the new movie, because I'm sure the new one's just as good as the old. It's that I'm going to blame Disney and Marvel, but I've kind of outgrown the good guy rolls into town. Good guy sees bad guy, then bully in the town. Good guy beats up bad guy. Oh no, good guy loses. Bad guy's gonna win. Sad, sad. Good guy wins. Yay! Credits roll. Kiss girl. Done. I don't have a problem with it because I know so many people are there. But I've seen so many movies, I'm tired of it. At this point, I'm becoming that cynical old man that if I can tell how the movie's going to end, I almost want to just turn the movie off. But also, sometimes you like that comfort food of, well, I know how the movie's going to end, but I don't know how we're going to get to the end. Well, that's what Marvel used to have for me. I knew at the end of a Marvel movie, they were typically, except for Endgame, the one instance, at the end of a Marvel movie, they were going to have it packed in by the end, and we were going to be ready to move on to the next serialized episode. Endgame changed that for one episode, and then went right back to it. It's more of how they're going to solve the problem, not, oh no, will this be the thing that kills Hero Man?
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business
But
only.
part of that's just capitalism. Normally, you would have your heroes die after a
Fine.
few and have a new hero rise
We'll
to
be
take
keeping
their
an eye
place.
on you.
And that's it. I hope that it's getting better out there. It doesn't seem that way. Then again, yesterday we had all the sales,
Hold on,
just
Gagan.
shit tons of sales.
We'll pay whatever it takes.
We
but
actually
we must
got
have
like
more
$10
swords
in
for the
tips. That
Imperial
was pretty
soldiers.
fucking sweet.
I just can't fill an
Normally
order
we
that
get
size
like
on
$2
my
to
own.
$3 amongst
Why
us
don't you
because
swallow that
everybody
stubborn
thinks,
pride of yours
oh,
and
I'm
ask
a
Yorland Greymane
I'm a
for help?
comedian, here's a quarter. I'm a comedian,
I'd sooner
here's a
bend my knee
quarter.
to Ulfric's
Well, yeah,
storm
the quarters add up and it's helpful,
Besides, Greymane
but
would
again,
never make steel
it'd be
for the
super
Legion.
nice if people would just
Have it your
hit.
way. I'll take the job.
Because,
but don't expect
and
a
again,
miracle.
it's not that I don't want to be one of those barista types that you see the negative reviews of and the Republicans all jump on the bandwagon. But guys, try to think of it from that poor, exhausted-ass barista's perspective. Every single one of you motherfuckers, whether you act like it or not, wants to be treated special, and deserve. Let me be clear on that one. As exhausting as it is, you deserve to be treated special.
You tried
Because
mercenary
you're
work?
paying $9
might
for
suit
a
you.
fucking sandwich. Like a dumbass. So at the very least, we should pat you on the head and say, thank you, dumbass. But you're not paying me the $9. And honestly, a lot of you fucks think that you're so, well, you tell your boss, hey, my boss is right here and she also can't control the fucking price, asshole. Well, you tell the owner. I've worked here 3 years and I have never met the owner. It wasn't until 2
tired
months
of
ago I
hanging
figured
around
out what his
talking all
actual
day.
name was, and that he wasn't a member of the Martin family. That he was, you know, oh, it's just the company name. His name is, not gonna say because that'd be doxing myself. But either way, it's just one of the, you know, it's all of you fucks who think that it's the 1930s and it's Leave It to fucking Beaver. One, where the fuck are you at? Do they know that you've left the home? Two, I mean, for real though, stop pretending this shit. If we all stop pretending, maybe it can finally start getting better. Well, I'm not pretending. I really love coming here every morning to eat the same slop every morning. And every morning doing the same ritual of staring at a menu saying, like 6 times, and then ordering the exact same fucking thing you order every single goddamn morning. Maybe, how much is the eggs and bacon? The eggs and bacon, you want biscuit with that? It's a breakfast special. You get that like every morning. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I could go with a burger. You could go with a burger. Do you want a burger? No, I think I'm just going to do the eggs and bacon thing.
Destroyed by a dragon.
Okay, that's
Hard to
cool. Would
believe.
you like a large drink? No, I don't want a large drink. I never get a large drink. What are you thinking about?
Thinking of
And
settling in?
then,
There's a house for sale. Trees.
wasn't that
You
funny?
should go to
I'm
the steward
good,
up in
ain't
the
I?
keep if you're interested.
Okay, Slick. One, if you're explaining the joke or telling me how funny the joke is. Not a joke, you're just sucking your own dick. Please don't do that. Part 2. You're not a comedian. You're a power line worker, or a construction worker, or a retail worker, or another cook. You're not a comedian. You're just like me. Dead-end job that you fucking hate, dead-end life that you really don't care for. But you don't want to die because, you know, the void is scary. Well, I'm not judging nobody. It's just one of those, at least you make enough to afford the food, and you can't say, well, it's hard out there. I'm sure it is. That's why you buy $40 worth of slop every single morning. It is so hard for you. I'm here, you know, drinking this coffee that's been twice brewed. But yeah, you're eating hot food every morning. I'm sure you understand the depths of fucking sacrifice.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruck is not receiving
Then again, who the fuck am
visitors.
I? I have a career where, when, you know, shit hits the
As
fan,
housecarl, my
I can
job is
still
to deal
eat
with
food.
all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people.
Might not be
So
good
you have
food,
my
which is why I'm
attention.
confused at how
Now
you
explain
motherfuckers keep
yourself.
coming in day after day after day after day after day. But,
You know about
you know,
Helgen? The
it's
Jarl will want to
food.
speak to you personally. Approach.
It's not bad food. I mean, hell, it's better than military rations or the fucking survival slop bucket so many of these dipshits want to sell you.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon
Order your
with your
slop
own
buckets
eyes?
today, kids. I'm sponsored by slopbuckets.com. Order from slopbuckets.com and survive the apocalypse, but at what cost? No. Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
Like I said, folks, you're gonna have to forgive me. It's not that I hate my job. It's a job and it needs doing. It's just, I'm tired. I've been doing this job for over 5 years. For over 5 years, I've seen the exact same cutout of people come through. And yes, not one job. I don't think it hurts to say
Irileth was
anything
right.
like this. I've worked at
What you say now
taxis.
prevents us.
I've worked at
Shall we
Zaxby's,
continue
Taco
to trust in
Bell.
the
I've worked
strength
at
of our
Long John
walls
Silver's for a short
against the
stint.
dragon?
I've worked at a different style
Lord,
Taco Bell.
we should send
I've
troops to
worked
Riverwood at once.
at...
It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains,
I want to say it was a
He'll assume we're
Chipotle, but I'm
preparing
not
to join
sure. It
Ulfric's
might have
side
been
and
something else.
attack
I
him.
know it was a Sbarro in the mall had
should
one.
not.
All this standing around
But I
is
worked at
rubbish.
one of those
We should be
little
taking the
eatery
fight to the
places
Stormcloaks.
that was like a name
slaughters my
brand, but
people.
not a popular name brand, and we had the little
Send a
glass
detachment to
case.
Riverwood at once.
I built food for people
Yes,
who
my
seemed to
God.
not understand how
If you'll
food
excuse
worked.
me, I'll return to my
And it wasn't
duties.
Subway. I wasn't making
That would
sandwiches.
be
It was
best.
like bowls and shit.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
But I mean,
You've
I
done
chose my
Whiterun
career
a
for two
service.
reasons. One,
I won't
I
forget
do
it.
genuinely, well, I
Take
did, and
this
I
as a
still
small
do,
token of
enjoy
my
cooking.
esteem. There is another
But
thing you could do for me.
Also, because it's something that'll
Suitable for
always be
someone of
needed,
your particular
and
talents,
because,
perhaps.
again,
Come,
when shit hits the
let's
fan,
go
I can
find
still
Farin
snatch
God,
food off the
my
line and
court
stay
wizard.
alive scavenging.
He's been looking into a matter related to
But
these dragons and
outside of that, it's
rumors
just
of
Jesus
dragons.
Christ. And it really has. It has affected me in a positive way. I do my very best to never be the slack-jawed dipshit that stands at a counter for 20 minutes, just agape, just, I don't know what food is. Now, yeah, I might, and I have in the past. Oh, well, I wasn't expecting these prices. Give me just a minute. Go ahead and get the
Farin
next folks in
I
line.
think I found
And I'll
someone who
step
can
back
help
to
you with your
examine the menu.
dragon project.
For things like this, I
Go
would say
ahead and fill
restaurants
her in
should have
with all
like
the
a little
details.
standy sign thing that would go in
So
your
the Jarl
line
thinks
area.
you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
Ah, Thorengard.
Yes, I could
you
use
messy
someone
bitch.
to fetch something for me. Well,
He
when I
tries
say
to throw
fetch,
so much
I
shade
really
for someone who
mean
never
delve into
leaves
a
this,
dangerous
one of the
ruin
most
in search
peaceful
of an
levels
ancient
in the
stone
game.
tablet that may or may not actually be there.
I kind of want to do the Civil War mission just to fuck his world up a little bit.
Ah, no
What does
mere
this have to
brute
do with dragons?
mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his
I
experience.
think we should all
as
just be
being
amazed that
impossible.
he's made a soul
But I began
gem
to search
float.
for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I
What do you need me to
learned
do?
of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it
You
to
know,
me.
I've done this
Simplicity
mission
itself.
so many times this way, I don't remember. Oh, do you mean this
the
whole
dragon
thing?
stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes they all foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
He took my rock. Why am I carrying too much to be able to run? Did he give me anything? He didn't give me anything that I can see. So why did I suddenly get over encumbered? Oh, that's new. Is that new, or did I pick that off a dead body? Either way, I'm about to have a fucking carry friend. Oh, here comes a new friend.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted
See what I
nearby.
mean when I say it's floating?
You should come too.
A dragon.
I mean,
How
it's
exciting.
not. It's an
Where was
illusion in
it
the
seen?
game, but
I'd take
the
this a
way
bit
they
more
rendered it,
seriously
the
if I were
shadow
you.
doesn't
If the
render
dragon
on this
decides to
side
attack
properly, so
Whiterun,
it makes it appear that it's
no one can
floating
stop it.
until you go to this angle
Let's go.
and it's sitting flat. But then if you go to this angle, it's clearly floating again. It's kind of neat, huh? I have to dump things or eat things. Oh no, I ain't gonna be able to eat 20 pounds worth of food. Let's maybe disenchant something. Enchanting. To enchant an item, you must know an enchantment and have a filled soul gem to power the enchantment. Enchantments are learned by disenchanting or destroying enchanted items. Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's destroy this and we should be able to run again. We're keeping that. We'll go ahead and destroy that. Keeping that and keeping that because we don't have any other robes. And at some point we need to sleep so we can power level. Because we've gone up, what is it, 3 levels?
We'll take it from here.
Father
I just
says
think
I'm
the
too
Jarl
used
would
to
get
it,
upset.
Rest.
So I practice
You've earned
with
it.
my fist.
Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving
Also,
the
for
dragon
the
stone
record,
for
the
Farengar.
requirements to move up to management
As
is
a token
just
of my
absolutely
esteem,
nonsense.
I have instructed
They do it in
that
such
you
a
are
way
now
so that they
permitted
can
to
fully
purchase
exploit their
property in the city.
managers as
And
much as
please,
they can.
accept this gift
So,
from
for
my
example,
personal
I
army.
live arguably within walking
I should
distance
come
of the
along. I would
restaurant.
very
So I
much like
try
to
to
see
do
this
that so that I can always get to
No.
work, whether the weather's
Can't
good or
afford to
bad,
risk both of
whether
you.
I have money
I
for
need
gas
you
or
here
not.
working on ways to
Because if
defend
you've
the
ever
city
worked in
against
fast
these
food, you'll
dragons.
realize there's
As
lots
you
of
command.
times, sorry, you
One
just
last
I'll
do
see
not have
you
the
at the
money for
watchtower
gas.
as soon as the
Death
rest of the
or
men
glory
gather.
mission. I need
They
to
do
know
not
what
pay
we're
you
dealing
enough to
with.
fuel up your vehicles to get to
Standing
work
around
every
I'm
single
very
day.
sorry.
Because fast food is one of the most exploitative markets you can get into. Oh, the owners make money hand over fist, but the owners never have to see the restaurant, and they basically run shit into the ground with their brilliant ideas. I mean, I shit you not, the Zaxby's I worked at, He put signs up next to every cash register and next to every station. Well, in the back, those signs got torn down real quick because, you know, in the back we do things. Things get messy. But it basically, report any scavengers you see. People who are eating on the cloth and eating our food are stealing from your checks. Report them and get a free meal. It's like, what the fuck is this shit, Aether? And then on next to other signs it'd be saying, remember, this is not a game. This is not a simple thing. This is theft. And if we catch you doing it, you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And I'm like, yeah, this makes me feel like I'm a part of a good, loving team, like we're here for each other. But then again, these are the types of people that end up owning restaurants. Everyone thinks, oh, it's just some old retiree's widow who really likes baking pies. No, it's usually greedy jackasses, usually jocks who've been bumped out of fucking actual sports because they got injured or otherwise retired. They've been told their entire lives their shit don't stink and they're the single greatest gift to the world from God. And now they're being put in charge of teenagers and usually burnouts like me that are just fucking burnt out, tired. And they'll bully the shit out of people until they have nowhere else to go with the bullying. Or in the case of my current boss's boss, it's, you'll just never see them. They give down shadowy orders to a boss that seems very exhausted with their job. But again, what you gonna do? Restart? I mean, every single restaurant will lie to you, and I do mean every single. Taco Bell, the place that I was high off my ass on Vicodin, well, it was over-the-counter Vicodin. But when I had all my teeth removed due to I had a surgery to have all my teeth removed and have implants put in. And yeah, I was back at work within a week, high off my ass on Vicodin, my jaw still swelling, bleeding like a broken sieve, but still back in the back because they didn't want the customers to see me bleeding all over everything while I desperately tried to clean everything up while still bleeding. And for the record, mine's not an unusual story. Talk to some of those poor pregnant mothers who have children while working in fast food. They're making your food while bleeding out of nether regions. And it's just, this is how our country moves forward. Grossly. Oh, we need to check. Nope.
Oh, what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Selling some stuff.
Take a good look around. I'm
And
sure you'll
well, if you
find what
don't
you're
like it,
looking
leave.
for.
Cool, and go where?
Everything's...
Americans
Take a
are
look.
so incredibly undereducated, I can't go anywhere. I mean, what exactly do I have? Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. What exactly do I have as a marketable skill? I can play video games and survive through shit people shouldn't have to fucking live through. I can do most of my own medical stuff because I never had access to a frickin' doctor. So if I get a cut, I know how to stitch my own wound. I mean, none of these things are neat, I guess, but none of these things are useful. Not to a country. As I said, most of it's just frustration because I am so very tired of my job, folks. I genuinely, it's not that I hate the people, I like the people, I hate the work. And I'm about to go in there, and we're about to have to deal with cleanup, because of course everyone on the cleanup crew hates their job too. And our restaurant's going through a massive facelift because we would like to pass a health inspection eventually. So, we're going through a massive overhaul, which...
Oh, a bit of this and a
I
bit
mean,
of that.
it's a good and a bad thing. It'd be nice if we got up to standard. Unfortunately, we're going by the patch it up, slap a band-aid on it, and move forward approach. We're not fixing any of the machinery, but they're polishing it. We're not replacing anything, but boy howdy are we pressure washing it. And of course, they're not going to clean up after themselves at all. So when my two managers get in there this morning to open up the entire restaurant, they're going to have to do cleanup. Then I'm going to get in there with the second string of just 2 people coming in after they've been open for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then we've got to basically do all the cooking real quick while jackasses line up down the block to get their quick access to food. And then we got to after we make all the food, we got to start serving these people. And every other one, because it's early, it'll be a, I don't know, a burger, I want a burger, I want a biscuit, I want a burger, I want a chicken, I want a biscuit. And that will be the next 12 hours of my life. I want a biscuit, I want a biscuit. Order up, want a pie, I want a biscuit, want a pie. Order up, beep, 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 beep. Can we die yet? I'm ready to die. That'll be the next 12 hours of my fucking life. And then I'll make just enough money to cover the bills and nothing else, and I've completely lost the plot of what I'm trying to do here. Just so tired and upset with my life. But, yeah, y'all, it's just... things are not okay in America, is the long and short of it. And to make matters worse, every time I try to explain this, part of what's causing that generational gap is so many people that I talk to that are the older generation. Well, that's just the way it is. We'll have to keep fighting through it. Or we all just collectively say, fuck it, and sit down for a day. I mean, could you imagine how the CEOs would react if just every single person on the lower tiers, managers, fucking firefighters, ambulance operators, dispatchers, if you're making less than $100,000 a year, just sit down for the day. Just sit down. Take a knee. Show them how well their system runs when it's just the rich running it, you know? Let's see how they like that. I'm pretty sure they won't like that. Alright, let's go kill a dragon right quick, and then we'll save, and I'll do a little bit of Minecraft without the mic to give y'all something ASMR niceness without me just bitching about how fucked we are. Fuck off, Altair. But, Altair. Not Altair, that's Assassin's Creed. I don't know, Chad, I think I'm getting my mediums mixed up. Alakir, that's who they are. The Alakir warriors of Hammerfell. They've got swords. Curved swords. Also, I'm still undecided on if I should be hunting them or not. Well, that's a whole quest we'll go on, y'all, but when we do the Sadia quest, it's like, well, was she? Was she a spy? Because, I mean, evidence seems like she might have been, but we'll never, I guess, really know. I will say that Kimlek, or whatever his name is, does keep to his word, as good as his word is. He paralyzes her and then he takes her. He doesn't kill her, so it's like she lied there. But, you know, it's just one of those neat little Skyrim mysteries that maybe, just maybe, if I live long enough to see an Elder Scrolls 6, we'll get to, you know, find a book with a side passage or a journal entry breaking that down for us. Let us know if we did a terrible thing or not. Because that really is kind of a situation where you're either helping the Resistance or directly helping the Empire, you know?
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what's the deal.
Sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting that I was going to shoot it
No,
like this.
get
That
back.
way I could
It's
actually
still here
see
somewhere.
more
Rocky and
character-wise.
Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
I mean, you say that, but I'm really not good at aiming.
It's a dragon!
I can make probably half my arrows count. If he would quit being a poncy bitch and come down here to fight proper, we could make every arrow count. Also, what do y'all think? Do they operate on magic like in the Rhythm of the Shock spell and whatnot? Or Chain Lightning? Does it actually do anything? Like, is it hindering their abilities at all? Because I know as a mage, if you start hitting me with like ice and stuff like that, it'll really mess me up. Before we do, we're gonna fuck the guy. Okay, what I did there is just in case I've played an almost 20-year-old game now, is I flanked them. With these dragons, they have a very small hitbox right between the wing and the head, and right at the back end between them. Like right here, they can bite at you, but if you keep flanking back and forth, they have a tough time hitting your hitbox. Ditto to right here. They'll flex their wing, which this is like the best spot to hit. Because they'll flex their wing, but that can't really hit you, and they'll slam their tail, which if you're watching very carefully, you can dodge. But yeah, right here is like the best spot to attack a dragon from. Because back here, they're going to hit you with the tail a lot. Up here, they're going to use breath attacks, and that really gets frustrating.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you
In
mean?
the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
It sounds a lot more like you're Dragon Slayer than Dragonborn, but okay. I don't know what
There's
happened.
only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
I guess we should do it then. Go ahead and put it on a favorite.
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tibersip and himself.
I've never heard of Tibers.
Yeah.
There weren't any dragons. Idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power.
And now we
You must
start
be
the
one.
long road
You say
home.
you're left. Being awfully quiet.
Made longer by the
Come
fact
on,
that we're over in frickin' Cumbered.
Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you looking passionate.
Honestly, y'all, just thanks for showing up, and thanks for listening to me bitch and all that. I just like I said, I don't think I'm special. I don't want a mansion or anything like that. I just want to entertain you guys. And eat food what ain't rotten. And, you know, sleep in an actual bed. Ain't slept in a bed in years. I'd be happy just to have my hammock back. But yeah, I thank you for listening to me vent and complain. I do have a safety net and good people and all that, and you know, community is what's important for us right now. I'm gonna drop some things because this walking is insufferable. Oh, okay, I see now. I'm gonna have to drop these. Disappointing. Maybe I'll find them later. Well, I know I'll definitely find more steel armor again later. But nah, mostly it's just, we've had Star Trek for how long now? We've literally got the format to make a better world, to make better government. And yet we still, for some reason, as a society, keep choosing the worst possible option. First time I played this game, I straight up thought I was getting attacked by another dragon heading into town. Oh god, does anyone remember the first time you fought a dragon in this game? How wow factor that was? Just because up until this point, dragons were always like an end-of-game boss, or... The hell? Oh, that's the armor I left. Neat. But up until this point, dragons were always like an end-of-game boss, or like you'd sketch them into a background. But the idea that they're their own little mini things you have to fight, and they actually look pretty, because they haven't really reskinned the dragon from what I can tell. That's the same skin they've had. They've looked that pretty good since the early 2000s when this came out. Like I said, it's not a bad game, that's why it's lasted this long. That's why there's metal songs, there's action figures, there's probably a Lego set by now.
You there. We're looking for someone in white.
I like it.
We'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We will find her eventually.
Ooh.
Come to chat with an old woman?
So you can spend it on drinks at the Banner Mare? If it's food you need, ask for that instead.
Never you mind. I'll find a more charitable soul.
That's what I thought.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me.
Maybe.
I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
I didn't mean... I'm sorry I asked.
Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
I am what? I am what? I missed that. Oh, I'm feeling tired. Okay. Oh no. I wonder why I'm feeling tired. I'll take a nap and then I'll beat the bard's ass. Also, taking a nap will let me freaking level up finally. We'll level up and we'll use that as our cutoff point.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll... If it's working, sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Oh yeah, about to say, are you gonna show me where it's at?
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
And that is where we will stop for today. Tomorrow or later on today, we'll turn in the quest and move on. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all later.